Hey everyone, Alice here with the weekly reading for June 27th to July 3rd. So this is the end of June. Man, is it already the end of June? Holy shit. Okay, so I'll start off here with the sort of astrological forecast. I don't think it's going to be very long. I mean, I look at it because I look at it for me, and I just feel like, I'll just pass it along to you. What it is, it's just, where the planets are, whatever the aspects are, I guess, are transiting and how that is affecting sort of the energy overall, like around everybody. So it's not gonna be like this is how it's going to be. It's just the energy can make people or make you feel more likely to be in this way, especially like moon energy. But it's not it's not like this is what it's gonna be. They're not like predictions or anything like that. This week, though, seems to be a week of, it'll be kind of a struggle, I'm not gonna lie. Realizations, hard realizations, and wake up calls, and, more along the lines of realizing maybe you're being a little selfish. When I say you, I mean the general you, that people might be, they don't have to realize that they're being selfish, but it's like almost being put to the test a little bit. Like, are you being selfish here? Are you being self-absorbed kind of thing? Maybe be less self-absorbed. It feels kind of like that. Monday, like the beginning of the week, like Monday and Tuesday is a little bit of like, yes, it is, the energy is there for you to do things for yourself, but it's kind of like, okay, let's sort of plant those seeds, let's start planting seeds for success in the long term. It's a good energy for that. Just basically making plans, plans to do things, not really taking a lot of action here. Oh, yeah, there's a new moon. I forgot. There's a new moon on Tuesday. It's a new moon in Cancer. So new moon in Cancer, that's about, try to be more cooperative with your family and with your friends and, the people around you. Try to maybe be a little less selfish, be more selfless here. It's not that you have to be this way, it's just the energy of the new moon is kind of being like, hey, maybe think less of yourself, maybe think more about other people around you, because Cancer is a very loving energy, but it's a very like unconditional loving type of energy here. So with the new moon, it's like maybe you should start thinking about other people. That's what the new moon is kind of bringing in. It's like, hey, maybe we should all think about other people and not just ourselves here, which that's always good, to be honest. Thursday, there may be some power struggles going on. The energy is there for power struggles. Friday, it's continuing. Friday, you might feel like you need to have more control, that maybe you don't have a lot of control and you feel like you need to have more control. There's that power struggle again. Maybe there's an energy of kind of like making things up in your mind, like trying to like think, like it's like you might think that somebody is trying to take power from you when they're not, and you're trying to like make them see that this is what you're seeing here when it's just not really what's going on. There's that type of energy around. Although if you can just kind of accept the way that things are, it's like trying to change people's minds, okay, basically. Here near the end of the week, it's almost like, well, I think this way, is like, well, I think this way, and it's like, well, it might be similar to like when somebody says like, oh, I like chocolate ice cream, And then the other person just assumes, well, then you must hate strawberry. It's like, well, no, I just said I like chocolate ice cream. I didn't mean that I hate strawberry. But this person, the other person, is kind of putting their ideals on you because they think that you hate strawberry. But you're like, it's that type of energy that could be around near the end of the week on Friday. Although it kind of evens out a little bit on Saturday, where maybe people are being a little more understanding. The energy's there to be more understanding. Even on Friday, near the end of the week, if you just kind of, accept that this person is just going to be the way that they are, this is just how they're going to think, and it's like, well, I can't do anything about that because I can't control everybody else. Things will be easier for you. I mean, in general, things will be easier for you if you think that way, but Saturday, the energy is there to feel that way. There's also a window of opportunity on Saturday. It's quite late in the evening, at least here for me in the Eastern time zone. It's like from 11 p.m. and to 6 in the morning the next day on Sunday. But it is a window of opportunity if you want to start something more socially. So if you want to start a conversation with somebody, it's quite late to start a conversation, but if you want to start talking with somebody or start some sort of social activity, there is an window of opportunity there, but it is kind of late. But before that, the energy there might be a little choppy. But after during the window of opportunity and then afterwards, it does seem to sort of ease up a lot more, which is kind of what Saturday, Sunday seems to be all about. The energy there is kind of like wake up calls here. Accept what you've done, accept what has been, accept what is what you can do about the situation here. Try not accepting that maybe you've been thinking immaturely, maybe you've been acting immaturely. It's kind of just sort of thinking about how you've been acting, that maybe it wasn't the best. I mean, you don't have to be, obviously everybody has free will, but that's just the energy is there, that if you find yourself thinking in that way, it's because the energy is there to kind of pull you in that direction a little bit. So yeah, basically, this week is not the best of weeks. It's a little rough, but it kind of ends on sort of a high note, I guess. More of a self-reflection type of week, it seems to be. It can be a little difficult here. So yeah. The reading. So I'm gonna do the weekly reading. It is gonna be a little different. They always seem to be different. I mean, honestly, these past couple of days, I've been thinking about how did I want to do the weekly reading. I had absolutely no idea. And then I woke up today and it was just in my head. How are you going to do the reading? This is how it's going to be. I'm like, okay, fine. Yeah, I do it. I'll do it I'll do it that way. It's not like I get messages or anything. I just kind of go with it. It's like, okay, if it pops into my head, I'm just going to go with it. So that's what's going to happen here. We're going to go through Aries through Pisces, and we'll see what's going on for you this week, or within the next basically 7 days, if you can put it that way, because technically this reading's timeless. So whenever you find it is when you're meant to find it. Same with whenever I post it is when it was meant to be posted. I don't know about that, but really whenever you do watch it and find it, then that's when you're meant to find it, that there may be a message in here for you somewhere. Just keep in mind that these are general readings. They're not personal readings, so not everything may apply to your situation. Just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't try to force things into your situation if it doesn't make sense or if you're not feeling it. Now, if you're feeling it and it doesn't really make sense, then, it can be future influence. So maybe just keep it in mind for the future. But energy changes and it's flexible and everybody has free will and it's fluid and, sometimes, right now, because I draw on the current energy, that's what's there, but it can change. So just kind of keep that in mind. If you enjoy these readings, or you find them entertaining or helpful in any way, I do appreciate it if you could like and or subscribe. That helps me do more of the channel, and you get to be notified when I post new readings up, which I try to do as frequently as I can. I will be doing the July monthly readings soon-ish, so they will be up soon-ish. So there's that, I guess, to look forward to. All right. Yes, you can check your sun, moon, rising, or Venus signs. I'm just thinking I mean, you could check Mercury. Oh, is Neptune going in retrograde? It is. I don't know. Just you check any sign that you feel drawn to. I mean, it really has nothing to do like with astrology. So, I mean, just check whatever you want to check, whatever you feel drawn to. You know, they're just identifiers. I'll be honest. It's just to help me split up the energy a bit. Okay. Yeah. So let's get started. All right. Oops. That's really far away. Okay, there we go. All right, Gemini, let's see what's going on for you this week in the current energies. I feel like that's gonna fall over. Okay. So what's going on for Gemini? Okay. This way. We have the Magician. We have the Devil in reverse. Ace of Cups in reverse. The Moon. And the Six of Wands in reverse. Overall energy for you? Oh, okay. The Lovers in reverse. I mean, that is your card as well, Gemini. Well, it looks like overall here for the week, there is possibly some communication problems here. Or there's just a problem here in a connection that you feel very deeply about here. So this is the main energy for this week. This is what was leading up to it. This is where we're going. Main energy, Ace of Cups in reverse. This just feels like a dumping of emotions. I'm not entirely sure if these are good emotions or not. I feel like it's a mix. It's a mixed bag here. It just feels like the feelings are overflowing here, and it can be because there's something wrong with this connection here. We'll see a little bit about that. But I don't know, I am getting sadness here. I'm sorry about that, but I am getting a little bit of sadness here. Because the water on the Ace of Cups is just reminding me of tears. I'm looking at the little droplets here, and it's just reminding me of tears. I don't know whose. Likely yours, though. So what's leading up to this? The Magician and the Devil in reverse. I do feel like you've grown some confidence in yourself. Confidence that you've it's like you feel good that you're not getting triggered here, that you haven't gotten triggered here, or that something hasn't held you back. It's like I didn't get tempted by something here, and like you're feeling. There is a sense of like a feeling good and feeling in control here, but there's also this energy of like just confidence, really, like I know what I'm capable of, and it's like feeling that way because you know that something isn't going to hold you back. It exists there, it's still there, it could hold you back, but you're not letting it hold you back here. With the Magician here, you know, you're gonna make your own path here. You're not gonna let something get triggered here. So whatever this Ace of Cups in reverse represents here, whatever the emotions here that are flooding out, I mean, it does feel kind of upsetting, but it's nothing that you can't handle. I feel like you can handle this, whatever this is going on. It's not pleasant. It doesn't feel pleasant, but I feel like you can handle it. Where this is heading with the Moon and the Six of Wands in reverse, there are things that you don't know about. The Moon it almost feels like you may be blindsided here, by something that you weren't paying attention to, or someone you weren't paying attention to. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna, before I say anything else, we'll just see where this is coming from. So we have the Lovers in reverse. So what's fueling that? We have the Page of Swords in reverse. Okay, so the communication here is fucked because somebody here said something. There was somebody who said something here that it wasn't great communication here. I mean, no kidding here. All right, Nine of Cups. Yes, if somebody was feeling unsatisfied, they wanted more. Perhaps they wanted more feelings here. Justice and the Nine of Swords. Okay, so it's almost like it should be right here. The Nine of Cups and the Justice here feels like this is something that should go right. This is something that should be fine here, yet it's not. It's like what I'm getting is like when somebody like recommends me something, and on paper it looks like this is something that I would totally be into. It's like it checks all the boxes for things that I like if somebody tells me a game here, it's like, hey, you like this, you would like this game or this movie or whatever because it has all the things that you like in it. And then like I watch it or I play it and it's just not, it doesn't hit the spot. It reminds me of Star Trek. I don't like Star Trek. I feel like I should like Star Trek because like I like sci-fi things, I like, space things and all of that, but I don't like Star Trek. And that's what it feels like. It feels like there's something here like you should like, and it's been keeping you up. It's like it's been keeping you up at night. You've been thinking about it, you've been stressing about it. It's like stressing that this is something that you should like, on paper. It's like it feels right, it's right, but it's not hitting the spot here. It's not satisfying, and because it's not satisfying, it's bringing out this energy of not saying the right thing, just kind of, it almost feels like word vomit. It's like you're always saying the wrong thing here. You're just not able to really communicate very well here. Even though it's like it should be fine. It's like you don't even understand why it doesn't feel satisfying here, because on paper everything looks fine. Everything looks great here. But it's like I just don't get it. And that's what this is. And that's why I feel with the Ace of Cups in reverse, it does feel upsetting. Like it feels upsetting. But like I said, I feel like you can handle it because with like you know what you're capable of here. Like what the thing here is with the Nine of Cups here, especially in the middle, placements matter and all that. With the Nine of Cups in reverse here, you know what you want and you know what you don't want. You know what you like, you know what you don't like. Okay? And that's part of this magician energy here, and why you don't let temptation get the better of you. Even if it's something that feels right, if you don't like it, if there's something that you don't like about it, then you're going to do something about it, because you're not going to let it hold you back just because everything on paper looks right here. It's like you're not going to settle here. You want to be satisfied here, but the thing is, it's like it makes the communication between you and in this connection kind of shit here, because it's like you're not really satisfied here. There's something that isn't satisfying you here. But where this is going, I don't know. I feel like something's out of the blue. This feels like out of the blue, something that you weren't paying attention to. isn't, you know, what's happening here is related to that. Okay, I'm gonna get some clarifiers here, just a few here, because I just want to know a little bit more. Okay, we have the 7 of Cups in reverse and the 9 of Cups. So this connection here is something that is wish fulfillment here. It is a deep soul connection here. It is like everything that you'd want, but it's confusing. There's something that's very confusing about it. Obviously, if it's not working out, that's confusing. There's something that's confusing that is kind of out of your control here. It's kind of out of your scope here. I feel like this is external energy, probably on this person's side, and that's probably why it's confusing, because you don't see the full picture here. You're unable to see the full picture here. Whoa. I don't know which way that goes. Okay, we have the Chariot. 2 of Pentacles in reverse. 5 of Pentacles. Okay, I see what's going on here. I was like, why are you not satisfied here? You're not satisfied here because you want more out of this. You feel like you're not getting enough here. The 5 of Pentacles, it's like you feel like you don't have anything here in this connection. There's nothing here. You feel like you don't have anything here, and that's why it's like, I want more here, because you want to move forward in this connection, but you feel like you want to move forward in this connection because you feel like it's not balanced. You feel like, you know, somebody is almost like, what's the word? It does feel like somebody's like playing with you a little bit. Like they're bouncing you back and forth between 2 different things. I don't think it's between 2 different people. It could be, but it feels more between like whatever's going on in their life and like you're separate from things in their life. And it's just like you want to move forward here, but you feel like there's nothing. You feel like you don't have anything here. Yeah, the 6 of Wands in reverse. Okay. Yeah, this may be what you're not paying attention to, or what they're ignoring. Somebody here is ignoring. I feel like they're ignoring you. This person isn't paying attention to you, and you feel like you have nothing here. Because if you're not communicating, I don't feel like there's much communication here. Yeah, obviously that would be unsatisfying here, but you feel like it's right. You feel like it's right, but it's not living up to your potential here. It's not living up to your standards. It feels a lot like this is a person who you met and they tick every one of those boxes off. You know, they tick all the good things, all the pros off, but for some reason it's like they're just kind of not around. They're excluding you. You know, they've left you out. They're not paying attention to you. They've left you out, and you're just kind of like, what the fuck? I would like to move forward here, but there's like little to no communication. Why can't I talk? There's like little to no communication here. Like the Page of Swords, this is really shit communication. It's not even direct communication here. I don't even feel like it's direct communication. Here I'll get a card for the Page of Swords here. Okay, you want to give me a card? I just want one. Thank you. Page of Cups in reverse. King of Cups. Okay, so I feel like it's you and possibly this person, I feel, is similar energies here, that, or somebody here is holding back on how they feel. They're holding back on how they feel, and that's why there's like little to no communication. The communication sucks here. You know, it's not direct communication. It doesn't feel direct here because of the Page of Cups in reverse. There's somebody here who can't control, like, it's not that they can't control their emotions. They're feeling very moody, up and down. Like, sometimes, you know, they feel overwhelmed by their emotions. And then sometimes, they, you know, that makes them kind of freak out. And they do, like, they're not used to having these emotions. That's what it feels like. This person isn't used to having these emotions. They might even feel like, is this even real? Is this even happening here? Yeah, and it fucks with the communication here. Like, I don't need to... Yeah, I you know what? It does feel like this person here... I feel like they do feel the connection, and perhaps maybe that's, you know, it's just overwhelming them here. I don't know. There's something about it, it's very confusing here, and it's out of your hands here. You know, this is very much externally. Oh, okay. So the moon here, okay. Oh, so the Seven of Pentacles. This is coming out of nowhere after a long period of waiting. I don't know if you've already been waiting, or if it's just waiting, you know, starting now. I don't know. But there is a period of waiting here. And, you know, this is all divine timing and all that shit. And this is when the moon... when this comes out of nowhere. It comes out of nowhere because somebody here wants to talk, wants to open up a little bit here. A little. It's the Three of Cups. They just want to open up a little bit here. Because they might feel like you're moving on, that you're getting away, that you're moving on. You know, that might be, so this person might be like, oh shit, Gemini is moving on. You know, maybe I should open up a little bit here. Because they feel like you're not paying attention to them, or, you know, there's something here that's not being paid attention to. We'll get one card for the Six of Wands. I feel like these are your emotions, you know, the Ace of Cups. You might feel quite emotional this month, possibly here. Are you really gonna fucking the Six of Wands with the Six of Wands? The Six of Wands is literally crossing the Six of Wands. Okay, Page of Wands. Okay, I get it. You know, it feels like whoever isn't paying attention here, it's kind of a stupid thing to do here. It was a reckless thing to do. You know, it was reckless to not pay attention to something here. You know, you kind of confused. It caused a lot of confusion here. Or this person acted recklessly because they were confused. They didn't understand. They didn't understand what was going on. So they just kind of fucked off and they stopped paying attention to whatever this is. What's Queen of Wands? Okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's... Somebody's not really happy. Whoever isn't... So I don't know who if this is. I don't know if it's you that's not paying attention to this person, or this person is not paying attention to you. I feel like it's them not paying attention to you, because the person who isn't being paid attention to is not happy about it. The Queen of Wands. It honestly can be that it's both of you, because I'm like, why is the Six of Wands crossing the Six of Wands? And it does feel, because since I can't really tell like who's who, it's kind of, it is, yeah, it's interesting. So I mean, maybe it's that you're both not paying attention to each other, Because I feel like after this here, you just kind of like stop paying attention here. Because I feel up to this point, this person wasn't paying attention to you. And that's what was not satisfying here. And maybe at this point, you stopped paying attention to them. And because of that, they thought you were moving on. And they're like, oh shit, Gemini's moving on, you know. And then out of nowhere, out of the blue, this person comes up and wants to share something with you. They want to share how they feel, just a little bit, with how they feel with you, because they're kind of upset that you aren't paying attention to them. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Let's use the Lenormand. Let's see potentially what's going to happen in this situation. So we're going to pull on the Ace of Cups here mostly and just see what you can expect to happen here. Okay, so we have clouds. No shit. We have child. We have scythe. Huh. We have mask. And we have ship. Okay. So, in the center here we have scythe. Scythe is about quick endings. You know, cutting things off very quickly here. So, we begin here with the clouds and child. This is something that's very confusing that you can't see, or that is just foggy here, and it's new. This is new confusion. So this is old confusion down here. There's something, you know, that's going to happen potentially here that is new. Although, you know, Lenormand isn't so much for interpreting, but the clouds here, the placement of the cloud matters, because we have the dark clouds over here on the left side, and we have, you know, the clouds clearing on the right side here. So it's either that this is it's not new confusion, it's confusion that is being cleared up here. And there are new things to discover here. So something that was perhaps stressful, and the lovers here, because this is confused. You know, there's no communication here because it's confusing. So perhaps it's this. You know, why this deep connection here? Why do I feel so strongly for this connection here? And that's starting to clear up here. For somebody. I don't know who this is. I don't know if it's you or if it's your other person. Somebody here is starting to see the light here, and it's opening this whole new world to this person. Like, they are just a noob. They are so inexperienced and just like, wow, you know, it's very new to this person here. But it causes them to cut something out. Something needs to be cut out. It feels like because this is something new, something just ends, just abruptly just fucking ends. But here's the thing, it's not real. It's an illusion, because we have the mask here, and the mask on the whatever's facing on the left side of the mask is what the mask is showing. So like, if you want to put it this way, this is what is on top. This is what this is the mask. And this is what is on top of the mask. What we see, or what you see, is something is ending. Something has been cut off and ending. But what we don't see is what's under it. It's the ship here. The ship is slow progress. This is moving forward very slowly. So what you see is something has ended. You see like something has ended, it's done, it's finished, and it ended very quickly, very suddenly here. That's what you see. But what's actually going on is that somebody is able to move forward. They're able to move forward very slowly. This is success. This is slow progression. So it's not very quick. So you may be feeling or seeing that there's something quick here that's going on. Because I feel like this shit you're not seeing. this I feel is your person possibly here getting some clarity here, and things are opening up in a new world. What you see is this. You see the scythe. You see that something just ended just very quickly, and you're just like, what the fuck? You know, I feel like that's a lot of this energy is like, what the fuck? This is the what the fuck. That's what you're seeing. But what's underneath the surface here? The moon. The moon hides things. The moon is very mysterious. What is underneath the surface here is this ship here. This is a ship that is moving towards something positive, something good here. Okay? So let's see your external energies around you for this month, or week, sorry. I mean, maybe these will stay for the week or the month. Maybe it's just the week, who knows? Man. Maybe it's both. What's the external energies around you? Okay. Oh, there's you. This is the significator, and that is you in the significator. We have journey. So as much as this isn't really external energy, okay, it wants to say whatever it wants to say. Coffin, imprisonment. Oh, good. Privileged lady. So it is external energy, but it's external energy that actually is affecting you quite directly here. There may be traveling here. You may be traveling here. It may end kind of your travels. Like this is, I feel like this is actual travel, going somewhere, and wherever you're going, you know, there is an end in sight. There is a final destination here. It's not, I don't mean to be morbid. It's not morbid. It's just a final, like you're on a journey that has an end here. That's why it feels like a trip here. Because it's not, you know where you're going. There's an ending to this. It's not like, oh, I'm just going to see where we go. Like, it's not like it doesn't feel like a spiritual journey or anything like that that's ongoing. This feels like a trip because there's an end to this trip. There's a definite ending to it. So yeah, you are going somewhere with a destination in mind. There is an ending here. You might feel a little trapped. So so what may be going on here is that you may be going somewhere kind of against your will. And when I say that, it's more like, you know, it can be like family or something, or some obligation here. It does feel like it's with this privileged lady. This privileged lady is somebody who's close to you, somebody who kind of doesn't care. Somebody, when I say doesn't care, this is somebody who has no worries, somebody who pretty much their life is pretty good and they don't really have many worries, and they may be a close friend or a relative. They're usually female. It doesn't have to be female. They can be like a best friend, like a sister-in-law, cousin, anything of that manner here. This feels like this person here is kind of like, hey, we're going somewhere, whether you like it or not, and you're just kind of being dragged along. So, you know, it's just something that's come out here. I don't really know if this affects any of this. It might. This might be the reason why this person thinks that you're not paying attention to them anymore, because you might have literally been taken away by this person, that you actually can't pay attention to them. You can't pay attention to anything else because because you feel trapped, because you feel like this person has forced you away to go somewhere. Possibly here. So, you know, that's the energy here. It seems very specific. Okay, so we're gonna get your advice and or guidance, and then we'll wrap this up. What's the advice and or guidance here for you, for Gemini, for this week? Okay. I'll talk about the things that I'm seeing when the cards come out. Okay. So we have the Wheel in reverse. We have Justice here. Again, Justice here. And we have the Sun. Oh my gosh, the Six of Wands won't leave you alone, will it? So what I saw was the Three of Wands and the Tower in reverse. Almost forgot what it was. I'm like, oh, maybe it wasn't that important. It felt like that maybe you're trying to dodge a bullet here. You're trying to avoid disaster here by waiting things out a little bit. Possibly. That seemed to be some of the hidden energy here. The advice or guidance here. Okay, well, it has to do with the Six of Wands. You know, it has to do with the not paying attention here. Honestly, the advice here is, this is good. This is what you should be doing. You know your situation better than I do, but the advice or guidance here from Spirit is whatever you're not paying attention to is creating balance here. I feel like I said, we have the two Sixes of Wands on top of each other. The two of them are there and they are crossing each other. That's why I'm like, it feels like you're not paying attention to each other. So if this person isn't paying attention to you and you were paying attention to them, then that's imbalanced, right? Because one person is paying attention and the other person isn't. Whereas if you both stop paying attention to each other, then it leaves room to balance things out. I don't know if that makes any sense. It makes sense in my brain while I'm saying it, but now I'm wondering, does that actually make sense? I never make sense. But six is, it's an even number. It is balance. It is about harmony. So having the Six of Wands here as sort of overall energy here, I do feel like not paying attention to a situation here or not getting success here, not getting what you want here is okay. And I feel like, Spirit is kind of like, it's okay. The reason why is because, like I said, the wheel in reverse was down here. There's something that's off about this connection here and it's very confusing, but it's out of your control in a sense here. This is external energy here. For me, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. There are other things happening here that you had no sort of say in. That's what the Wheel of Fortune to me is like here, and that's what it feels here. You need to embrace the things that are out of your control, the things that really are outside of the scope here that may be affecting what's going on with you. Maybe not directly, but indirectly here, like with this person here. If this person isn't paying attention to you, there may be shit going on in their life that they need to pay more attention to. It's not because they don't like you. It's not because they don't feel this connection here with you. It's not because they don't have feelings for you. It's because there's a lot of shit that they have to pay attention to. And that's what this feels like here. And it feels like, eventually maybe you might come to terms with this, or they're going to come to terms with this here, and it's going to look like it's over. It might look like things are over, but it's actually not. And it does seem like this person may, out of the blue, just contact you because they feel like you're not there anymore. And that, here underneath here, feel like you're not there anymore, that you might have moved on, and they might, want to share how they feel just a little bit with you. What you should kind of avoid, what may hold you back here, as odd as it sounds, shedding too much light on the situation. So, okay, let's say, all of this is resonating with you and you really want to tell this person these things. Don't tell this person these things. You know, like yeah, you might be wanting to burst at the seams and contact this person and try to start a conversation with them and just reveal everything. You're like, oh, they're confused about this, well, you know what, I'll talk to them. Or, you know, if there's something going on, maybe I can help them or whatever. You know what, the advice here is that's just going to hold things back. That's just going to, because what is going to balance things out here is if you actually just don't pay attention to it. If you just don't pay attention to them, stop talking to them. Gemini, it's difficult, but that's the advice here. Like, stop talking to them and act like they're not around. I know, like, don't take my, like, I'm stupid, okay? So, like, don't just start ignoring somebody for no reason. If it's resonating with you, if it's making sense to you, then, use your own discernment here. You know your situation better than I do, because I know what I'm saying here, and that just sounds weird. Like, remember, I have no idea what your situation is. I have no idea if it's a good idea to ignore this person or not. I have no idea. So, use your own discernment here. Like, we'll see here. King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it's upsetting. Okay. This whole thing feels like it is upsetting you here. And that is why Spirit is like, you need to take a step back here and just don't pay any attention to this. Don't pay attention to the things that are upsetting you. What is upsetting you? Somebody may have said something. Yeah, it's possible somebody said something to you. Anyways, it can be this. It's this Page of Swords shit over here. Maybe it's the things they didn't say. I don't know. But anyways, that's your reading. Thanks for watching. If you... Wow, I'm getting so distracted here because I'm just getting messages. I feel like I turn those things off. Anyways, thanks for watching. Good luck, take care, and I will talk to you later. Bye.